I am so freaking excited to do this reading. Oh, say she's excited too. Come here, sit in my lap. Okay, not only because I believe it's an underserved community in the tarot, which is those already in a relationship, but it's also a community in the topic, an energy that I feel like personally I connect to much easier. Yeah, okay, having a hard time with OCD here, but also, you know what? It's fine. Yep. Okay, so this is the advice for you, and maybe just like a little bit of awareness on what's going on right now with you and your person, your official person, okay? And like how to handle that better for, you know, your highest good, their highest good. And to everybody wondering why, if this is like, why it's a couples reading specifically, or if they feel excluded, I'm so sorry, but there are like literally thousands upon thousands of videos for apply it to your situation and stuff, and always use your intuition. I'm not going to say that you can't apply it, but it is not my intention for situationships or other things. Like, this is for if you're in a relationship and you and your person are like aware of that. You are in a monogamous relationship, okay? So, pile 1, we have the High Priestess. Pile 2, Wheel of Fortune. And pile 3, the Hierophant. Now, I would love to exclusively do couples videos, and you guys tell me like if you'd be interested in seeing that. But truthfully, I do find that when you're in a happy relationship, you're not often checking tarot. And when you do, I think it's kind of like, it's one of two things. It's so unrelatable that it feels fake, or it's so triggering that it feels toxic. So, might only touch base with a couple readings unless you guys really like them, in which case, hey, I'm all in. Like, let's go. But anyways, I'm going to give you guys a second, and we're just going to, yeah. So. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Timestamps are going to be listed below. Pause if you need more time, or skip back if you like to feel the energy and motion, because sometimes I feel like pausing is just too stagnant. But yeah, so yeah, let's jump right in. Hi to everybody that chose the High Priestess, pile 1. This is your reading. I am so excited to be reading for you today. So, first, let me move this here. We are going to get a couple cards. Is that focusing? We're going to get a couple cards on your relationship. I want to do, let's do the Modern Witch Tarot. So, anything not of the highest vibration of love and light must leave immediately. In Jesus' name. Thank you. This vibration of love and light. Can you please connect me to those that chose pile 1? And I will choose pile 1, please. Can we get a couple cards? Ooh, wait, hold on. Can I make this brighter for you? Okay, I like it. Can we get a couple cards for the overall energy of pile 1 and their person's relationship? Wow, okay. Like immediately. Oh. Okay, so those that chose pile 1, there might be a feeling of like a lack of movement actually in this relationship overall. And whether that's you or your person, or actually circumstances outside, like around the two of you, that are slowing the two of you down or hindering your progress with one another. That might be a repetitive theme for you guys. Like a more overall. Okay. Might be family getting in the way a bit. Whether they mean to or not. Anything else for overall before I clarify? Okay. So now let's go ahead and clarify. Okay. Okay. And then let's clarify 10 of Pentacles, please. So that shows pile 1. And okay. Let's see. Wow, King of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Yeah, okay. So, for a lot of you, let's see if I can move that light. Hold on. For a lot of you, I'm seeing this theme of wanting to go further with your person, wanting to establish more with them, and them wanting this too with you. But it's almost like their family or your family, your situation, it's being stagnated, it's being stopped, it's being blocked, and a lot of you, this could have to do with family, okay? And whether this is feeling like you don't have a support system or someone to lean on, you don't have a family to, like, really go to, or your family's just always in crisis mode, and you're somebody that has to help them a lot, or your family's a bit overburdening, my gosh, today, and they're just always picking at this relationship, trying to know more than they're really, than they really should be allocated. It's not really their business in some areas, but they kind of want to know, and I think they're maybe justifying it for the wrong reasons. But also, it just seems like whatever that situation is, there's a heavy pull on your energy and your person's energy, the relationship, because of this situation here, right? And it's almost like you and your person, I don't know if you've been dating for a long time or not, you're wanting to find this happily ever after. You're wanting to find something to celebrate. You're wanting to find almost like actually a sanctuary of peace, somewhere that you can just exist with that person. And it's almost made impossible because of all of this that's going on. It feels almost like you don't have a shelter for you and your person. And it's you and them are having to go into overtime trying to protect what it is that you do have. But it does feel very vulnerable right now to outside forces and influences, or at the very least, it's definitely affected. There might be also now this awareness that's starting to come into sight about some manipulative tactics in regards to one's family or mindset. So this could be that you or your person's family, their mindset, their subconscious patterns for how to love one another and how to respect boundaries is just not there. It's not healthy, and you're starting to really unravel that and try and go about it, I think, in in a delicate but respectful manner. Let's get some for current energy real quick. Do I want to use a different deck? Yeah, I do. Use Britain's Tarot. What's the current energy of this relationship? What's the current energy of this relationship, please? Also, I just want to say this, because there really could be an overarching energy or theme in this relationship of wanting a family, wanting a long-term future and stability with this person, and not knowing how to ground it. It's like everything that you look into is just not, it's not panning out, it's not working out, it's there could be a real sense of lack and even the possibility of a long-term future or stability with this person. Okay. 818. Current energy, please. Current energy. What do we want to focus on right now? What's the current energy we need to focus on? Okay. So, lovers in reverse and rewands in reverse. So the current energy is that there might be some poor decisions based on a misguided sense of passion or lack of passion, pile 1. It's almost like, well, because this wasn't as passionate and fiery as it was in the beginning, because it didn't feel as invigorating and enthusiastic as it did in the beginning, I think you're wondering if this isn't real, or if this was a bad call, and you're wondering if you made a bad decision, or if it's possible that you are making a bad decision. And if you're making a permanent decision right now, based on this, I would just take a moment to pause. I mean, we are going to get some advice for you, but it could be, if you're acting out this Knight of Wands energy, like maybe you just, you've come across now somebody else that catches your eye, or a situation that catches your eye, something else that feels really enticing, and you might be tempted, like, to, dump or ditch this situation and just start all over with this new thing that you're wanting. That doesn't seem like it's going to be very fruitful or a really good decision, but let's see. Advice for pile 1, please, Spirit Guides. I still have them. Okay, yeah. And on the bottom, we do have 9 of Wands. You guys chose High Priestess. Oh my gosh. So here's your advice. Ooh. Oh, wow. Wow, you have 10 of Swords and Death card. If you're thinking about upping and leaving this person because it would be more convenient, or because something like new and shiny has come into your life, end that right now. End that thinking. End this behavior. And guys, it really could just be a behaviorism, right? Like, that's the thing. Tarot is so often, it's like it's so triggering. I don't know why they say it's like people read the cards in such extremes when really, for the most part, we all operate in a much more subtle energy. It's not always that people are thinking about leaving or cheating on you, or like somebody that you never really connected to is just going to come back and profess their love. Like, that's not real. That's not. Most of those people, if not all of them, are phonies. We operate in a subtle realm, and it shouldn't feel like all or nothing with your person. I'm going to be honest, that's super unhealthy. And if you're in a healthy relationship, you should be able to be present and aware and operate in the subtle energies and communicate with them and work through them with them. Work through those energies with your partner and get to a better place. And for those of you that have been in very chaotic, toxic, hot and cold sort of relationships, all or nothing relationships, it could be that you're so worried this person isn't interested in you because all of these things are happening. Or maybe you're watching tarot readings and they're telling you, like, it's never going to happen, this and that. And it's triggering you, and you're almost... I think you might be convincing yourself, like, well, I don't even want them. I'm just going to go after this thing instead. Whether that's a career, or you just, you know what, I'm just going to move. Or I'm just going to go for a different person. Or, you know what, I don't even need them. I'm just going to be single. That's a bad decision. If you're just deciding to turn off your passion, just to like, literally run away on a horse, Knight of Wands, like, in the opposite direction because you're feeling triggered, it's a bad decision. And I think your advice from your angels and your spirit guides are like, stop. Like, just stop for a second. Because you're not running because of logic, and logic's compelling you to act immediately. You're running because of fear, and fear much more often is the thing that's going to make us feel like pressure to move now. We have to do it now. It's a state of emergency. It's fight, flight, fear, or fawn. But if you feel this need to flee or fight this person, stop for a second. And that's not to say they're not in the wrong. That's not to say that you are not completely justified in how you're feeling. But 10 of Swords and Death. Something about this needs to end, and it needs to end now. Whatever this is here that you're like wanting to pull away from, stop. Take a second and breathe. Because you might not be seeing the situation entirely clearly. Knight of Pentacles. And I love this Knight of Pentacles because all of this energy feels very fast. Like, you know what? I'm over it. Just cut it, dead it, done. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. And you see how she's studying like the Rubik's Cube. And I just love this. This is somebody that's very analytical. They're not slow because they're incompetent. They're slow because they want to see every possible move. They're figuring out an algorithm. They're mathing it out, all right? Do not follow your intuition on this one. And that's not to say you're not intuitive. But do not follow your intuition on this because it's not your intuition, it's your fear. And you may not recognize it quite yet. And I think if you offer... You can come here. You can sit in my lap. If you operate... Here. Come here. Yes, come here. Okay, I'll scoot you over. If you operate out of what you perceive to be your intuition now, especially when it feels like a state of emergency for you, I think you're going to regret it. But the thing is, you're going to hurt this person. And you're going to deteriorate the trust and the foundation that you already have with them. And I think you're going to really resent yourself. So your advice right now is to stop and study this more. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, baby. Come here. You know, it's interesting because the High Priestess you chose, you see, she's studying a book. And there is definitely something that you need to study right now. That is part of intuition. There does have to be some sort of effort of seeking knowledge. You are not just given it. And people that, if you know anybody that just proclaims to just get downloads from spirit without having to first seek the knowledge, without first having to study it, without first having to find some sort of understanding, and they just know it, I'd be wary of that, and I'd be wary of them. And they would definitely, most definitely, be wary of applying it to your situation. Not all of these people have studied what it is that they're telling you, and most likely these are unchallenged fears in your subconscious, and your advice is to challenge them. See where they're coming from, see where they're going to lead. So, try one. We're going to get some paper messages for you. Spirit guides and angels, what confirmations or clarifications do you have for pile 1, please? Okay. For pile 1. Pile 1. Don't worry, I'll straighten them up. Okay. Yeah, I can't really kick my cat out because there are lots of dogs in this house, if you can't hear them in the background. And my cat's a stray cat, and although my dogs get along with cats very well, my cat does not get along with dogs. He will attack them. He will attack my other babies. So, I said he was a stray cat. He's not anymore. He's mine. Okay. Let's see. Pile 1. Loose ends with past endings. Ooh, okay, something that just came up. Look, guys. If somebody from your past, some past fling, some past lover, comes into your life and tries to tempt you, do not entertain it. Especially just because things aren't working out right now in your relationship, and you think, like, maybe it's a sign, or it's somehow making you more interested in this person, or you feel like you can open up to them. Do not do that. The devil is testing you. This thing from the past, this person from the past that's hurt you, they do not care about you or love you in the way that your person does. And they will absolutely, absolutely challenge the very foundation, everything you built with this person. They have no right to belonging anywhere in your life right now. So we have make the effort. Binding spell. I am safe. Let us turn the wheel. Stop resisting, please. That's gotta be from your spirit guides and your guardian angels. Reckless. Let's see if I can pick them up. Unlisted. Truth. I don't want the responsibility of a relationship. If I let you into my heart, will you change your mind? You're worthy. Oh. paper so rarely comes out. For it to come out with a relationship rating is beautiful. But I'm gonna open these all and then we'll try and talk about them. Sad. Now, loose lips. Jeez. Okay, look, for some of you, you're not happy with what's influencing your relationship right now. And if it is your family or their family, maybe you do feel compelled to talk to somebody from your past about this. About how sad you are. That's reckless. You might be throwing away a good thing for... I would say you might be throwing away a good thing for, like, a briefly satisfying exchange or interaction, but I don't even know how satisfying it will be. My piece is so vast and so deep. Let's get to work. Make the effort and let's get to work. Yeah. Stop avoiding this. Stop pulling away, pile 1. Pressure valve. Things will work out how they need to. Yeah, no, pile 1. I think for a lot of you, because maybe you've been burnt in the past, I don't think you trust this. And some part of you almost wants to self-sabotage or just be reckless and talk to somebody else from your past. And whether that's like a moment of, you know what, well, my person doesn't actually care about me, or I'm not that important, or I'm not a priority, and this person does want to talk to me, so you know what, I'm just going to talk to them, and who cares, like, it's not like I'm doing anything. My past person, I'm just telling them that I'm already in a relationship, and you know what, that also feels good, because now they know that I've gotten better. Except, like, if you actually want better, you have to do better. In order to do better, you've got to show up and be present for your person, not for your past. Be present. Things are gonna work out, and I know it's scary. I know you've gone through a lot, but you can trust this. You are worthy of this. You are worthy of this soulmate relationship. And just because things outside of the two of you are going on and there is a lot of pressure and you don't know how it's going to work out, and it might feel like all of these hurdles keep getting thrown your way, let your angels, let your spirit guides guide you through it. Because they want to turn this wheel. They do. But you have to stop resisting. Oh my gosh, I just looked over one of the piles that I have set over here, in case I wanted to clarify, and it was just the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess was peeking out. They wanted to... Oh, no! I just pushed it and I dropped it down by accident. It was Ace of Cups. You guys might think that your person won't be able to show up for you. And I think you're making, like, wrong assumptions. Give them a chance. Give this a chance, guys. You're gonna find a peace that you've never known before. A safety you've never known before in this person. And it might be tempting, it really might be tempting, to pull from past circumstances, to call in others who aren't actually very aware of the situation and are likely not equipped to give you divine guidance or advice for your highest good, because they themselves have never known such a pure and wonderful thing. So, let's get little charms. And get some of these for you guys. Clarifications, confirmations for pile 1. That's good. Oh my god, that was so many. Okay. Hold on. A lot of them fell off the table, guys. And I have to go pick them up. 1 second. Jeez, okay. I think that's all of them. Ah, that was so many. I don't think I've ever gotten so many. Oh, I noticed one fell in this deck. I should get one from it. Okay, so I'm gonna put all of the emotions over here. Because none of these really landed on cards. Stay over here, please. I feel like this could feel like a pretty emotional. I don't know if this relationship's emotionally volatile or if you feel emotionally volatile in this relationship. It's like you feel happy, you feel loved, you feel silly, you feel sick, you feel confused, you feel hurt, you feel confused, you feel crazy, you feel cool and too good for them. And it's like all of these ups and downs. And maybe some part of it is just because you don't feel safe or you don't trust it. You're like, maybe this is too good. And every time something happens, you're just like, I knew it. They don't like me. I knew it. They don't love me. I knew it. They're going to leave. Or I knew it. Like this or that. I just don't think that's the case. Got the nunchucks. I do think there might be a little bit of a defensiveness. Okay, so letter R. Letter U, we have Scorpio. Letter P, letter F, past life, which it could be your past life or like your past that's playing into this. Push and pull, stay inspired. L, Ophiuchus. N, run. Or L. Somebody is definitely working on their divine feminine energy. Learning how to trust in that, learning that it's okay to be in that energy and not, you know, I wouldn't say toxic, but maybe unhealthy, or even having to just be in their masculine energy because their feminine energy wasn't honored in the past by others. Letter K. Today was awesome. It's interesting because I feel like when bad things happen, you want to run away, but I also feel like when things are too good, you also might want to run. With letter A, yeah. So this also, it has just a lot to do with your idea of self-love. And even though you're in a relationship, this might still be playing a part as to whether or not you think you deserve this. Wow, okay, construction workers. So both the feminine energy and both the feminine energy and the masculine energy is being worked on in this relationship. And we have Venus, and you're the best. Both of you might be learning how to love one another more deeply, more honestly, and healthier, in a better way. See, you could be a Gemini, you could be a Scorpio. I have the Sun card. So I definitely think this has to be with your presence and how you're showing up. With the donut, this is cycles, but they're also like enticing. You know, we can say, oh, donuts are sweet, but they're also not great for you. And yet, like, they're pretty easy to justify. And it might be things like that in your life. It's not great for you, but it feels good in the moment. Pretty hard to justify overall. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, don't give in to relapsing to something that feels good. Like, it's going to take the edge off briefly in this. Because it really might not be good for you or your relationship with this person. Pile 1. We have okay. What are you? Oh, sorry. Context. Interesting because we have Ascendant and the Moon, and that just, to me, feels like sometimes this person just comes off as very hard to read, very ambiguous. It's almost like you've never had a relationship quite like this before, and oops. And you just don't know how to read it, and you're really trying hard with the High Priestess, but I don't know that you should trust it right now. I think you need to step back. Pile 1. Also, we have the Diamond, so here's the thing. This relationship has real potential for long-term commitment. This actually could be your future spouse. This could be your future husband. This could be your future wife. There's a sacredness to this, Pile 1, that you really need to honor more than your fears. Oh, we also have letter Y over here. Before I close Pile 1, and remember, I say all of this because I don't want you guys to throw away a good thing. Especially if you already know this is good, and everything that you're using to justify leaving or running or abandoning or sabotaging or getting angry or distorting this is all coming from your head. All coming from, like, the meaning that you're applying to the actions rather than the actual situation or what this person's saying to you. Just please don't ruin a good thing. Okay. Spirit guides, for their highest good, can we please get a pile? Can we get a pile? No, can we please get a card for Pile 1? And the person. The truth of the relationship, please, spirit guides. What is? Please, can we get a card? Truth of Pile 1's relationship. Blue over here. Yeah. Okay, what is it? Let him lead me to the banquet hall, and let his banner over me be love. It's okay, Saishi. That's beautiful. I think you guys should trust this. Allow yourself to celebrate this. Maybe some part of you feels like if you get lost in it and if you start celebrating it, come here, baby. It's not going to stay. It's not going to last. I definitely think it will. But you have to soften your approach and your heart, and you have to be willing to stay and be present and work on it. And remind yourself to make that effort and to stay and allow yourself to get excited to make that effort. Pile 1. Oh, let's get some Darius for you. Pile 1, please. Spirit guides or angels. Clarification. Okay. 3rd house, communication. Oh, especially with this little dialogue bubble. Akashic, but it came out in reverse, which is making me think of how that High Priestess came out in reverse, and I don't know that you're seeing this correctly. Meditate, Aquarius. We have Leo. Oh, wait. We have Aquarius twice. Interesting. And we have Gemini. Oh, and we have Heart Chakra. And the time, the little clock. And we have, ooh, on our big one, we have Sagittarius. I think just be present. Be present with a person right now. Anybody that would get in the way of that, anybody from your past, anybody that you used to entertain or contributed to this trauma, this is not the time to try and throw it in their face. This is not the time to make people insecure, whether it's them or your person. Just be present, be vulnerable, and be open. Because I really think you can with this person, and it will take you to that banquet hall. It will take you that celebration. You are so beloved. Heart chakra, this person cares about you, pile 1. They really care about you. Come here, baby. Come here. Here, kitty, kitty. Come here. Come here. Here, kitty, kitty. They really care about you, pile 1. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to go pet my cat for a bit. And I really hope this helped. Take what resonated. And if this just did not feel like your story, well, truthfully, I can't imagine you were here like this whole time, because that's a lot of patience. Oh, okay, I'm coming. Anyways, guys, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, everybody that chose Wheel of Fortune. Pile 2, this is you. We're gonna get started. So, first off, anything not of the highest vibration of love and light must leave immediately in Jesus' name. Thank you. See if we can raise that brightness. Nice. Okay. Now, I want to get a couple cards for your situation, and let's see, overall energy for those that chose pile 2. Ah! Oh my gosh. Guys, can I shuffle? Tower? And 10 of Swords in reverse. Pile 2. Okay. This might feel like stuff just keeps happening. Tower moments keep happening, and you're like, this is the end. I know it's the end. And then it doesn't quite end. And I don't know. You can't tell maybe if this is you or if this is them. So it's just like everything is fine. But is it? King of Cups. 3 of Swords in reverse. Oof. Yeah, what fell? Oh, you guys have a match. Okay, well, here's the thing, pile 2. There have been a lot of close calls in your relationship as to, let's just call it, we're just gonna break up. This isn't working. But, or at least that's what you were thinking. And I think this person as well. But here's the thing, you're a true match. You're a pair. You're actually both. And it's not even just like any other suit. It's the suit of cups. I was about to say of hearts. Both of you are so invested in loving of one another. And I don't know what you've gone through in the past. But there are certain situations where you thought, it's inevitable, this is over, this is going to end. But then the person met you in such a humbled energy to apologize and say, let's work on this. I love you, I don't want to lose you, let's work on this. And I think that's been a repeating theme in your relationship, pile 2. Definitely, you guys have had to learn how to navigate one another. But the consistency is that both of you do want to navigate through that and be better for one another. Let's see, so for current... Okay. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. Interesting, because you have Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and you guys chose Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And pile 1 chose High Priestess, and High Priestess in reverse came out. And I think that's crazy. There's definitely a theme here that is playing out in the collective. But Lovers in reverse. Also saw that. Devil in reverse. Okay. Oh, okay. Pile 2. Right now it seems like you almost feel forced right now to let go of something you know is not good for you. because it's making you act out in a way that's not a good choice. Queen of Wands in reverse, I think you're kind of nervous that it's not very appealing to be in this energy, that you're not going to get what you want, and that you're not going to be able to progress this relationship further if you stay tied to whatever this addiction was, or this influence was, that was pulling on your energy. But it's interesting because I don't know if you've been fully healed from it. Four of Swords in reverse, though, sometimes can talk about being in that energy of meditation and healing for so long that it is time to come out. And it could be that you are being called to now follow suit with that healing that you have received from Spirit, and to act on it and to be better for this person, to correct this behavior. Now, for some of you, you could be seeing your partner in this way, and you think that maybe you've made a bad decision, or because of past addiction that you haven't fully recovered from or released. It's going to make your person really see you in a different light, and also kind of push you away. They're not going to try and be very warm or welcoming. They don't want to really work on things with you. They don't want to invest with you. And the worst potential of this that you fear is that they're also going to change how it is that they interact with you, and that they're not going to enjoy your company, and they're not going to really care if you enjoy theirs, and they might become a little bit chaotic and just entitled, and just like, basically, go fuck yourself. Like, I can't believe you've done this, and I don't really want to be here with you right now, working on things with you right now. There's a real fear of that. I don't know if that's you or your partner. So I don't know, there could be a fear that somebody's still holding on to an addiction or a past thing they have not been truthful or honest with about their partner. If that was to come out, or it has already come out, that's just it's you cannot recover from it. So let's get some advice. I want to use the tarot. This is one of my favorites that I always use for the pick a card portion, like the choosing. And it's the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. Lots of my dogs are barking right now. Maybe you should be on guard. So guys, what advice do you have for Pile 2, please? Cards to this right now. What advice do you have for those that shows Pile 2? Okay. And the 8 of Swords on the bottom. So we've got 9 of Cups. And this one that came out sideways, the Hermit. Okay. So you really are, your advice right now, you need to go inside yourself and you need to look at this a little bit more. And this isn't to say be single, especially because of the way that the Hermit came out sideways. Actually, because it came out like that, I think what you're meant to do is you really need to look at the truth of the situation, the truth of what really makes you happy. Not what makes you happy in the moment, what really makes you happy and fulfilled. And you need to share this with your partner, Pile 2. You need to share this with your partner. Especially because with 8 of Swords, if you're getting all tied up in your energy and your anxiety and you're turning to vices or something like that, it could be that if your partner knows what really makes you happy, they can help facilitate that. And when these moments come that are challenging for you, almost act as a support system and help you lean off these vices. Advice for Pile 2. Yeah, the sun. Okay, yeah, that's confirmation for me. Yes, that it is about your happiness, and yes, your partner could actually help you with this if you let them know. They could help be a support system, and they do want what's best for you and what's best for them. I think if you're worried about being honest with them about what you feel makes you weak, or that you're having a hard time taking on by yourself, to try and seek their support, seek their help. And if first you need to go inwards and meditate on how you would even say that, and what that even looks like, and what parts of that might be harder to release. Like, if you can't release it all at once, what parts can you, and what can you substitute it for? What would actually make you happy? And convey those things, tell those things to your partner, because if they don't know what it is that you're aiming towards, and you just want them to hold you accountable towards calling you out or trying to keep you from these vices or these things from the past, maybe they could, but you do run the gambit of making them an enemy just by extension of them holding you accountable to yourself, which would suggest that some part of you feels like an enemy. But spirit guides and angels for pile 2. What is the truth? What? That's so many. Yeah. Truth of your relationship. Okay, well, on the bottom, this one's cute. Steadfast love and faithfulness meet righteousness and peace. Kiss each other. Sorry, my cat distracted me. Steadfast love and faithfulness meet righteousness and peace. Kiss each other. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's your partner loves you so much, and sorry, my timer went off. Your partner loves you so much, and this peace that you're seeking with them, it's absolutely possible. This righteousness you hold yourself to, this almost perfectionism of wanting to clear these things that you know aren't healthy for you. This idea of, I want to be better for me, and I want to be better for them. But you're so afraid that if you tell them that you're struggling in some areas of being better for them or being better for yourself, that they're just not going to love you in the same way. Well, that's false. That's false, pile 2. They will. You can let them in. You can let them know that you haven't healed quite yet entirely from something. And it could be something that you've maybe already told them that you had, or let them believe that you had. Okay, now let's read these. Oh my god! No! Oh my god. Therefore confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. Oh, with the Four Swords in reverse. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Hallelujah, it's beautiful. Oh my god. How does it feel, pile 2, to be so loved? So very, very loved. You are so very loved. So loved. Trust in that, and let that love guide you. Let that love open you. Let that love take you to better. You're already so blessed, but let that take you further. Trust in it. Believe in it. You have 2 more. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. A lot about peace. Oh. And let all that you do be done in love. Pile 2. This is so beautiful. This is so very, very beautiful. Lean on your partner, pile 2. Trust in them. This good thing that you have is not just going to immediately disappear because you're not perfect, or because you need help, or because you need support. This is real love, and absolutely they want to help you, and it's not so superficial that you being an slightly or feeling slightly like an inconvenience to them for not being perfect could really shake or shatter this. I think actually withholding that and not really telling them what you're going through, and them just thinking like, wow, my pile 2 is just really mad at me today, or I don't understand them, they're so hot and cold, when really, like, you've loved them consistently, but the behaviorisms are maybe shame or guilt because of what you're indulging in or not telling them. Let them know and let them walk you and walk with you through that. Okay, let's get some quick messages for pile 2. Ooh. Those that chose pile 2. So you guys for those that chose pile 2. Ah, that one fell. And those that chose pile 2, please. Pile 2. Okay. So get them all in frame. I'd rather leave you so you don't leave me. I feel like that's you, pile 2. Backtrack. Of course, that fell in the devil in reverse. Maybe you did give up a vice for a bit, and then you didn't tell them that you relapsed or something like that. That you're actually still struggling with it. What are the current feelings for you? TikTok. Okay. This will derail you from your blessings. Don't rush. The universe is filled with love. Cool. Let me try and get these all like that. Make the effort that came out in another pile. I know you're afraid of losing me. I wonder if some of you too, anytime you feel insecure, you pull away because you know your person's afraid of losing you, and because they're going to be so desperate to make sure they don't lose you, that it's going to distract them from even seeing that this other stuff that you have going on you're struggling with, and you're hoping that they don't question it and better yet see it, but that might derail you. Going and I mean engaging in this stuff will derail you too, but not opening up or being honest about it will. Ooh, I'm afraid I'm still in love with my ex. Let's get to work. If some of you are afraid that you are still in love with your ex or a past person, and that's why you haven't told your partner, I think you actually are derailing yourself from blessings. Especially with backtrack on the devil in reverse. It's like you've just now released something that wasn't healthy for you. It was toxic. And now that you're in a good place, it's almost like you're remembering this past situation differently or wrongly. Especially because we have 3 of Swords in a reverse, and we have the King of Cups and Queen of Cups upright. It's like you anticipate this Three of Swords, and I'd rather leave you so you don't leave me. And I don't know, maybe you started talking to somebody from your past because it seemed like things were getting rocky and you were just anticipating your person they were going to leave you, and you just didn't want to go through all of that pain and just feeling like abandoned. So it's almost like you had a backup plan, and then they did apologize, and you've just never known love like that. But now you feel so guilty for what you've done that I don't think you feel like you deserve them. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell you the hardest thing probably for you to hear. You're going to have to be honest. You have to tell your person. If you truly care about them, you have to tell them. Tell them why you were scared. Tell them what you've done. And you gotta fix it. You gotta fix it. Confirmations and clarifications for those that chose piles, please. We have the letter T. We have the letter O. We have the letter W. We have the letter U. We have the letter H. We have the letter R. The letter M. Somebody's definitely confused. Oh wow, very confused, and maybe also checked out. The letter D. Taurus. And 5D. So this could be you or your person, pile 2, but we're also going to get some dice, so hang on. There's clarifications, confirmations, please. Okay, we have Aquarius. Interesting that we have no. We have a Libra, we have 9th house, we have Pisces, we have present, we have the root chakra. A lot of you do not feel grounded or secure in being in this loving energy, this Queen of Cups energy. Like you don't trust receiving love or that it's going to be given to you. We have Gemini. The universe is filled with love. Wait, the little clock fell on don't rush. Practice on the sun. Practice being happy. Practice believing in this. Practice that you're elevating yourself. This is a new vibration. This is like quantum leaping. You've got to practice being happy so you can trust it. And practice allowing yourself that like maybe you can trust being with this person and being happy. So it's interesting. We have flow. We had no and 9th house, but 9th house is expansion, spiritual awakening. And on 9 of Cups, I think you are expanding and you're learning what really makes you happy. And I think you are learning this through a spiritual means because you're seeing the world more meta. You're seeing the world from a more macro aspect. You know, it's like, which is interesting because I think Gemini is micro, Sagittarius is macro. But both are complementary and necessary. You need micro, macro, micro, macro. You need to go back and forth. And you're starting to get a bigger picture. You're starting to see what really does make you happy from a bird's eye view here. Now, again, all of this can be you or your person as far as initials or zodiac signs. But with flow, definitely, I think you're learning how to be happy and just kind of exist in that and feel like you can flow instead of like this really starch energy of no and can't trust it, need to go and talk to somebody else or do something else or yeah. But pile 2, I'm gonna end it there. only take what resonated, please, guys, as always. I really love doing this reading. Truthfully, though, it took a lot more energy than I thought it would, so I do not know what's going on out there in the collective, but I do. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining. If you would like to help grow my channel, please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know how it resonated. I'm wishing you all the best, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi to everybody that chose the Hierophant. Pile 3, this is your reading. Alright, so we are going to get some advice for you. First of all, my cat will probably join because I started talking out loud. And there he is. It doesn't matter that I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes. As soon as I start talking, yes. I can't let you on the table. Okay. Anything not of the highest vibration, love and light, and sleep immediately. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you. Say she. No. I love you. I do. I love you. But I can't let you on the table right now. Okay. Pile 3. So, first, let's get a few cards. That is really bothering me. That's not focusing. Hold on. Okay. Let's get a few cards for you guys. For overall. Oh, watch out. Oh, baby. Okay. See if I can pet and shuffle at the same time. Okay. Overall energy. No. Those that chose pile 3. And I will choose pile 3. Relationship. What is the overall energy? Let's see, overall energy. Okay, let's just see. Ooh. Okay. What is it? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Now they're flying out. Okay. And High Priestess on the bottom. Alright, so there could be a common theme here for those that chose pile 3 of having to avoid conflict, but there being a lot of it. Kind of cutthroat, almost like you against them. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me scoop this up because, yes, Hierophant. Okay. This could be. This could be in relation to how both of you guys see your future, or maybe blending your families. Or there's a fear that your loved ones won't like your partner here, or vice versa. And whether that's just a misalignment of ideologies that makes you feel really ungrounded, a little unsupported, and at worst, codependent. I definitely don't think, pile 3, that you feel that you've been seen in the right light. You felt like maybe your passion's been a little bit misinterpreted or misguided even. Let's see. Let's get a few on the current situation. As for some of you, it could be too that you've acted wrongly on your impulses, and this has shown you in a poor light. Okay, so that did want to come out, High Priestess. Yeah, some of you have acted on your impulses, what you thought was intuition, and that maybe it wasn't. Could be family patterns, family patterning. This will fall under sort of like the category of like generational trauma, which is just to say the program beliefs in your subconscious that were passed down to you and written for you basically by your parents or your caretakers. Those self-limiting beliefs. And also past relationships and stuff like that sort of trauma and triggers. Situation. Okay, hold on. I need a... Hold on 1 second. Oh no, I dropped it. You know what's funny? As I was reaching for this stone, I was like, oh no, I hope I don't drop it on my cat. And then as I thought that, I dropped it, and I think, like, I manifested that. Because if I had just been focused, it would have been normal. Okay. So, there's some sort of balance here to do with a community. Okay. Okay, this current situation. Pile 3, I think you're also trying to figure out, like, how to navigate and work on real issues right now with your partner, like what that would look like for you to be a team. Magician on the bottom. And if you thought that you could just kind of figure it out as you go, it might be that that's not worked out so well for you, and now you're having to look at it and actually study it, as well as show your plans, show your work to your partner. And it's like, hey, this is where I'm coming from. This is what I'm getting at. Are we on the same page? Quite literally, like, are we on the same page? A lot of healing. Sorry, there's a lot of hair from the cat. It's funny. Originally I named him Priest. And then I learned he was a Japanese bobtail, so the Japanese word for priest is Saishi, and it's way cuter. Anyways. If anyone ever wonders, but let's get a few more for you guys. Let's see here. Let's clarify temperance. Clarify temperance, please. Oh, they fell. Hold on. I saw which way they were facing. Okay. 5 of Wands and Knight of Wands. Okay, so the conflict in this relationship has to do with how do I say this? Your passions, what drives you, what motivates you, might be substantially different than your partner. And because of that, I think there's a different weight added to, like, okay, if you're wanting to go and do something and you're like, yes, but it's honoring this value, and whether that value is showing up in a certain way or embodying a certain character trait, they might not completely understand it, and just so it goes for them, they might do something you're like, that's so dumb, that's a waste of time, like, why would they choose that over doing this thing? But to them, it's important because it's imperative that they show up in a different way. And I'm wondering if there's just a little bit of a misalignment, misunderstanding here. Because, I mean, that's combative. That is combative energy towards going towards what inspires you. Okay. 7 of Swords and the Hermit. Somebody most likely you, because you're the one watching this, might be retreating because of this. It's like you feel like you have to take your own space. You feel like you've got to step away from this. Okay. Yeah. In order to protect and like regain any sort or sense of your own happiness. Independent of this, pile 3. Okay. Let me grab another deck. Let's see. You know what? I'm also gonna take a little sip of my drink. Okay, so let's do my favorite deck. What advice right now do you have? Spirit cards, please. For those that chose under, we'll choose pile 3. Soul 1033. What advice do you have for those that chose under, we'll choose pile 3 for their highest good, please. Words to this. What would be best for them to do? Okay. That one came out sideways and we have 7 of torches. I'm wondering if we should stop and actually read this real quick. Yes, and then we'll carry on. Because this is an extra card in this deck. I love this deck. It does have a few extra cards. And before we get too far, let's see what we're operating with here. I don't want to pause it, but maybe I should. No, this is more round reel. You can skip that if you want that. Shoot, where's the paper? Okay, well if I can't find it, we're just gonna keep going. You know what? We're just gonna keep going. Okay. Pile 3. Advice. Reverse the situation. Advice. Okay. 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 Pile 3. Right now, I think. Oh. Right now, I think the advice for you is to withdraw a little bit less and start offering your cup here of love to your person. If indeed you actually care to continue this relationship in a healthy way and you want it for the long term. Because you're going to have to feed it some sort of sustenance, especially where there is lack. And areas that you know that you've been withholding yourself, withholding your love in order to get back at them, in order as a, like, I'm going to teach them a lesson, or they don't deserve me, or I'm not gonna talk to them. That's what they get. If you actually care about sustaining this, I'm gonna have to stop that, and you're gonna have to start offering love in those areas, and start doing, what do they call that? Damage control. Yes, you have to start doing damage control. Otherwise, I don't know that this is got the legs. Anything else, Spirit guys? Actually, hold on. Let's do, I'm gonna do a couple that I've created. Pile 3. One person. I love it when they fly off the table. Teamwork. Okay, yeah. Being part of a number of persons who individually contribute toward the efficiency of the whole. Yeah, you gotta be a team. Also, we have Joy here. You gotta stop trying to do this alone, and every time that you feel like you and this person differ, it seems like Pile 3 that you kind of go in on yourself, like you just go inward and you're like, well, whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and do what it is that I want to do. I'm just going to do it on my own. Touch base with them later. I think your advice here is to actually start working as a team through this. Start trying to integrate a little bit more. And just spirit, follow me. I'm going to stick together. Pile 3. Okay. On the bottom, what wanted to come out? Connection. Close relationships with people formed by emotional bonds and interactions. Okay, let's see. Diversity. The practice or quality of including or involving people from a range of human differences. Fairness. The absence of favoritism or discrimination toward one side or another. And safety. Avoidance of personal injury, danger, or loss, and doing what is necessary to protect yourself and others. I just realized I made these like 2 or 3 years ago and I never crossed my T's or dotted my I's. Hold on. You know what? It's fine. I'll do it after the video. ADD. Okay. So, definitely this message is coming through of sort of going inwards when you feel unsafe or when you guys are like differing on opinions and just kind of protecting what it is that you want. But this call to teamwork it's pretty strong, guys. Let's get one of these actually before we do messages, charms, and dice. Ooh, I saw 1808 too. Maybe you're seeing lots of 8s for pile 3. That one wanted to come out. Self-reflection is protection. Lots about protection though. For pile 3. Ooh. Pile 3, I hit that, and then because I hit it, these like knocked out of my hand, so we'll take them. To exist is to witness and be witnessed. Which is why I think you should let this person witness you fully instead of just like hiding every time there's a disagreement or just a difference between you two. Something has awakened in me and it's not going back to sleep. And I am not a systems worker. I am a system designer. Okay, well look, pile 3. Nobody says you've got to operate in any specific way, and if you're afraid that this person is witnessing you... Oh no, wait, hold on. Sorry, my incense burned out. 1 second. if you're afraid this person witnessing you is going to ultimately lead to them holding you accountable to some sort of system, close you in like a box, and make you operate in a way that doesn't truly honor yourself, that's the part that you need to show them, that you need to clearly communicate and be honest about. One second. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's lit now. There's a lot of potential in this to grow much deeper, pile 3. And you have to allow it. You have to allow this person to see you as you are, right? Not just as you are in a way of being convenient, but as you are truly. Okay, yeah, to control oneself, to disappear, vanish, to get or be lost, be missing, to fade, again with the 7 of Swords. A state of freedom from emotional disturbance and anxiety, tranquility. I feel like that is how you have been operating in the sense of protection and freedom. It's like anytime you feel like they're going to disagree or to the you might have a fear too, like of abandonment, or just like they're going to love you less if they see this part of you, or they're going to try and take this freedom that you have to exist in this way. So you kind of just push them away, and that's the way that you're protecting this. But there's a much deeper, more fulfilling state of being and being with this person, and that is to work together and to show them the real you, pile 3. So let's see, messages for pile 3. Oh, so many messages for pile 3. Hold on. Sorry, that was landed on my phone. Pile 3, please. Okay. So, gosh. I'm gonna try and like read all of these real quick and then we'll go into interpretation, but I do get distracted sometimes, so we'll see. There, just do it like that. Okay. Be heard. We're waiting for you to heal before connecting the two of you. Okay. Don't rush. Yes, but not as dramatic. I love loving and being loved. How did this even get in there? This isn't one of my papers. This is for something else. This is my, hold on. This is like my little cup when I'm deciding what topic to do. But pile 3, this might be very important for you to know about yourself and your partner. What is their attachment style? I highly recommend, let's see, the YouTube channel I liked a lot that I've been listening to for the last couple years, and I might try and link in this video, is the Personal Development School with Thais. But yes, the YouTube channel is Personal Development School. That will take you far. That will take you very, very far. Cleanse your talisman. Yeah, if this was... And you know, here's the thing about talisman. They're meant to keep you safe. They're meant to keep you protected. And the way that you've got this protection, this state of freedom, it's like pulling away. And I think you're needing to cleanse that. We're starting a new path here. I'm afraid I'm still in love with my ex, and you've got that falling on Seven of Swords, so I don't even necessarily think this is your ex. Pile 3, I think it's your past. You're afraid you're still in love with the freedom you felt in the past and existing in that, and I think you're using that as a scapegoat for unmet needs and what you really want in your current relationship, but you need to communicate those needs so they can be fulfilled first. Could completely change the dynamic. Yeah, okay. Unevolved placement. And the cups that was outside during the daytime. Like I said, I was going to read all these before interpreting them. Oh well. Oh, what? Happy outcomes on the way. Of course that's on teamwork. This will derail you from your blessings. Danger. Energetically lock your doors. Pile 3. I am not a I am not a fan of fear-mongering. But it would be wrong of me not to do due diligence and tell you to do some sort of protection and think about what you're attaching your energy to right now. And if it's feeding your highest good, or if it's keeping you stuck or keeping you guessing or keeping you in like Eight of Swords energy, right? Like blindfolded, confused, feeling helpless or powerless. And then separate yourself from it. But don't separate yourself from your person or your partner. Don't let it separate you from what is good. You separate yourself from it. With alpha male. Oh, shoot, that one fell on the floor. Clarity is dangerous. Let's see what fell. Lay your weapons down, beloved. Your truth will be rewarded. Yes. Loving and being loved is a wonderful feeling. You are beloved. And I love this. I always love this one, but lay your weapons down, beloved. You are beloved. It's like you watching this. Lay your weapons down. But you are loved. I have a healthy spirit. Focus on receiving more than giving for now. False person. So it could be that some of you are so afraid of trusting this person that you're almost looking to trip them up or prove them wrong. And I think that could be why clarity is dangerous and lay your weapons down, beloved, because you will find what it is that you're seeking. And if you're not seeking in earnest love and truth, you might distort this to the point of ruining it. But if you can focus right now just as working together, collaborating with them, and just receiving them as they are without judgment, without trying to analyze them, without trying to figure out like their motives or what this means, or if they're just trying to play you, or if that means they were lying in the past, or if you can really believe them in the future, it's like just be present and receive them and be happy. See, see if that doesn't change your entire perception dynamic with this person and life, but I think everything in you actually does just want to be here with this person. But there's a real defensive nature that's kind of getting in the way. Let's see here. I want to do one more card here, because I did this for the other piles, and then dice and charms and dice. Okay, for pile 3. I want to get a card for the energy of the relationship you're in with this person. That's like so many. That's way more than the other groups. But you know what? I just take them now. It's fine. Okay. Therefore, sorry, it's shaking. Okay. Therefore, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. Yeah. Let all that you do be done in love. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. Pretty good for lay your weapons down. Steadfast love and faithfulness meet. Righteousness and peace kiss each other. Interesting, that came out in another one. Oh my gosh, look, you have 2 more. There's so many. May mercy, peace, and love be multiplied to you. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all of your mind. I had to read that one more time. Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all of your mind. I definitely think this is a very spiritual group in relationship for pile 3. And I think this is serving as part of your soul growth and evolvement. Perhaps that's why it's so imperative that you guys work as a team. Nice, Aishi. Alright, I'm gonna get charms now. You guys for angels. Confirmations and clarifications for those that chose pile 3. Whose message this was is okay, let's see. We got the letter W. So we have smile. We got the letter F. It's funny because the words on the F are fearless and feisty, and we have smile on it. I think it's a different way of meeting now your aggression and your anger. Because it might not actually be towards this person, but towards your perception of what their actions mean and what, that meaning that you're attributing to it. And it might not be entirely fair, pile 3. Okay, so we have the letter N. So let's see, F, W, N, V, M, a love triangle, which, and that was in reverse. On this will derail you from your blessings, which to me I feel like acting in your old patterns, it's going to get, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. So it's time to try something different. Look at this little cat, he just wants some belly rubs. It's funny though too, because my cat like jumped up on here when I was doing this. We've got Leo and Gemini, and we've got Ophiuchus. So you could be a Sagittarius or Scorpio. I think Ophiuchus is right in between. I should know because I'm Ophiuchus. Technically. We have the letter I. We've got Y. Look, again, the smiling guy. I'm gonna put him right by smile. Oh, and we've got the letter U. We also have the crying guy. Cool guy. So perhaps what you need to start being more honest about with this person is what upsets you and is making you feel emotional. Instead of like removing yourself and separating yourself and then having a good cry and thinking that they hate you or it's all over or that they don't respect you or like you or love you. And starting to be honest with that. Maybe that's where it's getting kind of, it's like derailing a bit. Hold on, let me move this light out of the... Nope, that did nothing. Hold on. Oh, no, it just needed more light. Okay. And J. Okay, let me see if that's all of them. Alright, so this could be your initials or your person's initials. Your sign or their sign. Let's do dice. Spirit guides, guardian angels, for those that chose Andrew, we'll choose pile 3. Can we get confirmations and clarifications for those whose messages? Alright, let's see. Oh, we got Leo again. That's fun. Heart chakra. Got Sagittarius. We've got Taurus. Second house. Interesting. Oh, and second house here. So this, it's interesting because Taurus is also the second house. So this could be to do with your home, with the things that make you feel comfortable. So, okay, a lot of you are just, oh, and hey, here's Sagittarius again. A lot of you are really afraid that this person can't make you feel comfortable or that they can't comfort you in this. Like you're afraid if they see you in this state, they're not going to want you and you don't trust them for that. And you're being challenged now to start working through that and working through that with them if you can. Bit by bit, do what you can, but it's definitely going to change this for the better. So we've got the little clock here and the present. These were actually supposed to be the love languages, which would be quality time and gift giving as in meaningful gifts, which means you paid attention and you want to highlight ways that your partner exists authentically as themselves and support that, right? It's like you want to give them tools to be more of themselves. We also have Aquarius and good change. So if you still haven't gotten over the past, or you're just too afraid of looking at the past, or you keep comparing this person to somebody from the past, there's a good change happening with that, wherein you realize it's not about the person from the past. It's not about that at all. It might be more about the sense of safety you had because the person from the past couldn't meet your needs and you just remember yourself meeting your needs in those times, and for whatever reason that gave you a better or greater sense of freedom. but it had nothing to do with them, actually. It was just a coping mechanism for you meeting your own needs and not trusting other people to meet them for you. So now it's the fun bit of trying to let somebody in on that and trust them on that and see if they can meet that. We're going to practice it. I hit that, sorry. Okay, and that is everything, right? Create. Which one did this fall on? I'm just curious. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. I think we're creating more of this energy. I think that's everything, pile 3. So I'm going to end it there. This was really fun, and I loved it. And, that's yes. Why is pile 3 always the longest reading? I don't know. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining. And if you want to support the channel, please like, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel grow a lot. And I'll see you in the next one.